Hey guys, Ryan Park. I'm the creator of this game, No Bungling. Just a little bit about myself before I get into this game. I'm a senior at Sammamish High School in Bellevue, Washington. I took my first AP Computer Science class as a sophomore and I just loved it. I understood it well, it involved math, it reminded me of logic puzzles, and I also love playing video games, and so computer science was just the perfect subject for me as a sophomore. So time went on and was about to finish my junior year, and I didn't know what I really wanted to do during the summer and what I wanted to do before the year ended. But I knew I enjoyed coding and playing video games, so one day it just came to me about creating my own game. And I knew this would be very difficult because I knew creating a fun and playable game would take months or even years to make. But I told myself this is something I wanted to do and work hard on for the next few months before my senior year started. So this project took me about half a year to make. And before I get into this game, I just want to talk about two series that I watched in order to learn more about game programming. Before I started to code my own game, I still had no idea where to start, so I had to look at some ideas on YouTube. The first video I watched was the Java game programming tutorial for AP students / equivalent level in one video by Marcus DeBroyle. The second video I watched, which was a series, was the New Beginner 2D Game Programming series by Codemore. The two guys definitely inspired me a lot because their ideas were very similar and I needed a starting point, so some of my ideas come from them. So thank you so much to the two. I definitely recommend seeing their channel for any new game programmers. So both videos I saw had very different artwork, and it came to me that I also wanted to create my own artwork as well. I did all of it on GIMP. It's free and very easy to use, and most of the artwork you see here is just from playing around with the coloring and seeing what I liked and didn't like. I'd say one of the most challenging parts about the artwork is that I had to color each individual pixel, and as you can see here, there's just so many pixels to color in, and I also had to redraw images many times depending on if I organized the pixels well or not. So you can see there's the player here, there's guns down here, there are monsters here and abilities here. And if you haven't noticed already, some of the images have a white and a shaded background, but the same overall image. So if you see down here, all these guns are the same, but one is white and one is shaded. And the reason for this is that when you hover over the image with the white background, it changes to the new image with the shading. And I'd say this is also one of the most frustrating parts about creating my artwork, because it just seems so redundant to me, but it was still necessary to create the hovering effect. The final project has 17 packages and 58 classes, and all these packages have like the main big ideas, such as the abilities, there's bullets, the graphics, the worlds, and display, and all that cool stuff. So let's just take a quick look at abilities. So in abilities, there's an ability class, which just has a template for the abilities. The manager, which has all the abilities inside and ticks and renders each of them within this class. And then these are the block, electric spinners, explosion, spray. These are all the abilities. And all these abilities input a sound and a handler, and they all have a tick and render method. And the tick and render methods are very similar depending on what the ability does and what button you need to press and all these other cool stuff. So yeah, these are just all the different kind of lines of code I had to write for these abilities. Let's just get straight into this game now. So real quick, before I start, these are the high scores. This is the how to play in credit screen. And if you guys are interested in what these other forums look like, just please check the link below. I'll just upload a picture. And if you're interested in what the abilities do, what the weapons do, and the descriptions of them, and all the item pickups, just look at the link below. I'll put a description of all of that down below. And yeah, just please enjoy. So our score was 41,100. Let's see if it was a high score. And it was the sixth high score. And then once you die, it's just a free mode, and you can just practice by as many guns as you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Just a little to reflect on this project. It was definitely challenging but rewarding. However, I do feel much more confident taking part of bigger projects in the future, especially after making this game. There were several times I had a mistake in my code that took many hours to figure out. I'd say the most frustrating bug I came across was putting a semicolon after an if statement. There's an if statement here, and when I put a semicolon here, I play the game, I don't get an error message. But there's a random block here, killing the monsters. So things like that were very frustrating, and I could only imagine how difficult it is to be precise when coding much bigger games than this, because this is probably nothing compared to the games that everyone else plays. However, the best part was definitely seeing my game progress, because coding all the weapons, abilities, and monsters from scratch required a very thoughtful and long process, but ended up looking great, and I find myself playing this game on a daily basis. So thank you all so much for watching again, and see you next time.